everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. Just imagine you promote your business using IndiaMART. You receive a new lead every single time. You have to create the record of the lead's details in your Google Sheets. Now think of that doing manually if you receive multiple leads every single day. So instead of doing that, what you can do is you can build a connection between your IndiaMART and Google Sheets without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. Yes. So over here in this video, we are going to understand how to add IndiaMART leads inquiries to Google Sheets for machinery dealers. So I am an owner of a machinery dealer business and I promote my business and receive leads on my IndiaMART account. Now as I've created the connection between IndiaMART and Google Sheets, whenever now I receive a new lead on my IndiaMART account, automatically the details are been added in my Google Sheets. So if you want to learn the entire process of how you can build these two connections without need of any coding and programming skills, let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to understand how to add IndiaMART leads inquiries to Google Sheets for machinery dealers business. So as an owner of a machinery dealership business, I receive multiple leads and inquiries daily on my IndiaMART account, which are valuable for growing my customer base. I use IndiaMART to collect genuine product inquiries from interested buyers, and I use Google Sheets to organize and manage these inquiries in one place, from easy tracking to easy follow-up. And I'm going to build a connection between these two applications using Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which you have two options, that is sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I'm an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps section in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to use Pabbly Connect. For that, we have to click on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. And now to create a new automation in our Pabbly Connect account, we have to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here. Firstly, it is asking for the workflow name, which is going to be Add IndiaMART leads inquiries to Google Sheets for machinery dealers. Okay, so this is the name of my workflow, and for the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select the workflows folder. And then I'm going to click on this create button. A new workflow is then going to be created, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first, in which for my trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select over here as IndiaMART. As soon as a new lead is going to be generated now in my IndiaMART account, I want the trigger over here should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger application, I've selected it as IndiaMART, and the trigger event is going to be new leads. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Now using the unique webhook URL and by following the steps given here below in the help desk, we are going to build a connection between IndiaMART and Pabbly Connect. For that, firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here and open my IndiaMART account that I want to connect. Now from the panel, I'm going to go to the lead manager option right over here. After coming to lead manager, go to menu section and click on this import export leads. From the drop down, select this option that is push API right here. Then the push API integration page is going to appear in front of you. Over here, it is asking for us to select the source first. For the source, if I'm going to click on the drop down, the given source is not provided. So I'm going to select the source as other. We have to name our source right over here. For that, I'm going to name over here as Pabbly Connect as my source. Okay. After that, over here, it is asking for the webhook URL, for which I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And then I'm going to click on the save button. It is asking for the reason why are we activating this API. For the reason, I'm going to select the random reason from the drop down and click on this button right over here. And you can see the webhook URL has now been added in my IndiaMART account. As now the webhook URL is added, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. It says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether IndiaMART is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a test lead using a dummy account. And after that, I'm going to check whether automatically the trigger captures the response of the test lead being generated or not. Now for generating the test lead, I'm going to open my IndiaMART users account. So this is my IndiaMART users account using which we are going to generate the test lead. For generating the test lead, I have created a dummy product. So I'm going to search for the product that I've created right over here. So this is the product that I've created. I'm going to open it. So this is the product you can see right over here using which we are going to generate the test lead. For that, I'm going to click on this contact supplier button. This is the product. I'm going to click on it. Now it is asking for the inquiry that we have. For the inquiry over here, I'm going to write it as, this is the inquiry I have. Do you offer bulk discounts on industrial drilling machines? Okay. After that, I'm going to click on this next button. It is asking for the GST number. So I'm going to enter a dummy GST number and click on this submit button. As I've done that, it sees your details are sent. This means now the test lead has been generated. As now our test lead has been generated, I'm going to go back to the workflow that I've created and scroll down right over here. And yes, you can see the trigger has captured the response of the new lead been generated. This is the unique query ID. This is the subject of the lead you can see right here. State is Madhya Pradesh, name is Angel. This is the mobile number of the lead. This is the email address of the lead. Country IN, that is India. Company name is Test Company. City is Bhopal. Address is Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. This is the date and time of the lead been generated. With that, this was the product for which the lead was generated. And this was the same inquiry you can see that we have generated. Do you offer bulk discounts on industrial drilling machines? Okay. So as now the response of the new lead been generated has been captured over here in our trigger. This means that IndiaMART is connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is now been done. Now as we have the leads details, I have to add it in my Google Sheets. For that, we need to set up our action step in which from action application, I'm going to select over here as Google Sheets. Action event over here is going to be add new row and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you. On which click on add new connection, then click on this sign in with Google button right here. Then it is asking for us to choose an account. Which account do we want to connect to Pabbly Connect? This is the account. I'm going to select it from here. Then it is asking for the access of the account for which I'm going to click on this allow button as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. And as I've done that, you can see Google Sheets has been connected to Pabbly Connect. After connecting, firstly it is asking for us to select the spreadsheet. For this spreadsheet over here, I'm going to select it as IndiaMART leads because in this spreadsheet you can see right over here, I want to create the record of the data right here. You can see over here this sheet, I've created a single sheet in the name of sheet 1. So for the sheet over here, I'm going to select it as sheet 1. Then it is asking for the unique query ID, name, email, phone number. What are these fields? These are the headers that I've created in my Google Sheets. You can see right over here, under which we are going to create the record of our leads data. Okay. So now for the data of these fields in our Pabbly Connect, we are going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, the response that is captured in our previous step is going to appear. In the response, we have our leads data and I want to create the record of this lead details only. It is asking for the unique query ID. This is the unique query ID of my lead. So I'm going to select the data of the unique query ID from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, this data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, for the name, I'm going to map the data of the name of my lead. For the email address, I'm going to map the data for email address. I'm going to map the data of the email address of my lead right here. For the phone number, I'm going to map the data of the phone number. For the company, I'm going to map the data of the company right here. In the similar manner, I'm going to map in all the details right here. And I'm going to map the data of the inquiry, that is the message. Okay. So after filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that, I've received a response, which is a positive response. If I'm going to open my spreadsheet, you can see in my spreadsheet, the record of the leads details has been created. This is the unique query ID. The name is Angel. This is the email address of my lead. This is the phone number of my lead. You can see right over here. Company is Test Company. Address is Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. City is Bhopal. State is Madhya Pradesh. If I'm going to further scroll, You can see country, that is IN, product, this is the product, and this was the inquiry that was generated. As now the record of the leads details has been added in my Google Sheets, this means that Google Sheets has now been connected to our IndiaMART account using Pabbly Connect. So now to sum till now what we have done, now whenever a new lead is going to be generated by the potential customers or clients using IndiaMART account for my machinery dealership business, automatically the record of it is going to be created in my Google Sheets using Google Sheets add new row. And in this manner, between these two applications, I have created a connection using Pabbly Connect without need of any coding and programming skills for my business. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.